The Greek philosopher Socrates has rightly said that the secret of change is to focus all your energy not on fighting the old but on building the new. So from what I said right now and also from the title of the video, you must have guessed what I'm talking about. New Year is an exciting time of the year because it brings about 365 new opportunities, 365 new pages to write on, to change your life as dramatically as possible and be successful. December 31st is known as New Year's Eve, and January 1st is celebrated all over the world as a New Year's Day. Together they are known as New Year's, and this is according to the Gregorian calendar because most of the cultures all over the world have their own calendars, and accordingly they do have different New Years. Now before the New Year rings in, or maybe even after the New Year is started, there are people out there who make their own New Year resolutions. What are resolutions? Resolutions are basically promises which people make to themselves about quitting old habits or starting on with new things, new good habits, positive changes in their life. Whenever you're talking about resolutions, you could use different expressions. For example, turning over a new leaf, which means starting over something positive, something good, something new. And when it comes to resolution, it could also be about getting into shape, which means getting into good health. You could also cut down something, which means you could cut down your expenses in case you are someone who's really fond of shopping, or you're someone who's in the habit of spending a lot. And this brings us onto the word spendthrift, which means someone who loves spending money. You could cut down on that. And finally, New Year resolution is something which is all about sticking to it. Sticking to it means following it religiously with all your heart. Because most of the times, New Year resolutions just end before February starts. So you must ensure that you stick to them throughout the year and bring about a positive change in your life. New Year is celebrated with parties all over the world, just like Christmas is a family time. New Year is a party time for people. The theme is mostly glittery and shimmery. People get together and celebrate with parties and bashes. Bash actually denotes a party. There are carnivals in which amazing people dress beautifully, and the best known celebration is that of Times Square, which is in New York. A ball drop occurs just before midnight, and the ball drops at 12 o'clock midnight when New Year starts. Such parties are also known as countdown parties. Now what does the word countdown means? Countdown means counting in the reverse order. Just when 60 seconds are left for New Year to start, people start counting the seconds in reverse order from 60 up to the time when the clock strikes 12. That is why such parties are also known as countdown parties. In the Western world, the signature drink for New Year parties is champagne, which is a bubbly alcoholic drink. These parties are also accompanied by confetti. Confetti is basically colored paper which is thrown here and there to denote celebration. There are fireworks all over the place because in most of the cultures around the world it is believed that noise scares away the bad spirits. And this is a very predominant belief in the French culture. Fireworks are basically small devices which explode with sound and lights. So basically New Year is a time which signifies out with the old and in with the new, an expression which means that old bad things should be left behind in the past year and we should start with new positive changes in our life which are constructive. Thank you guys for watching this video and wishing you all glorious, smashing and successful New Year ahead.